Welcome back to another video for HarborFinancialOnline.com. Today I'm going to be talking about how to prepare your tax return and all the basic requirements and the information you need to know to prepare a tax return. So we have a video here and we're going to run through it together and try to help you guys out. So the requirements for you to have to file a tax return are the following. I have bullets here so you can follow along as I'm reading them to you. If you're single, under 65 years old, if you made $9,350 or more, then you're required to file a tax return. If you're over 65, then if you made $10,750. Now if you're over 65, this still applies if you're getting your retirement income, because some of that is going to be taxable. So make sure you're still filing a tax return even if you're retired and over 65. A lot of people out there think they don't have to file a return because they're retired and they've already paid taxes throughout their life. You're still required to file a tax return. You can be 70 years old, you're still required. There's no age that stops you from having to file a tax return. If you're married filing jointly, at any age, if you guys, your combined income is $3,650, then you're required to file a tax return. If you're claiming head of household on your tax return and you're under 65, then if you made $12,000, you're required to file a tax return. If you're over 65, then it's going to be $16,150 for head of household. We have more to the video here, but I just want to let you guys know real quick. You can prepare your return online at our site, HarborFinancialOnline.com, or you can just do a quick free estimate of what your taxes are going to be and what your refund is going to be. So after the video, feel free to check that out. Now your filing status depends on whether you are single or married in your financial situation at the end of the year. This is going to be the last day of the year, December 31st, whatever you were at that day. So you can be, single and then you get married on December 31st. You have to file as you were married. You cannot file single even though you were single, the majority of the year. You're still going to have to file either married jointly or married separate. Now if you're 65 or older, you can earn more money before you're required to file a tax return. If you do the return online, it's going to automatically have in the software what those income limits were that I explained to you guys. Now your gross income, that was the amounts that I said that's going to require you to have to file a tax return. Gross income is considered, you can see here in the bullet here, any form of money, goods, property, and services that is not exempt from tax. So that's going to go into that total amount that I talked about. For self-employed individuals, your gross income is line 7 of the Schedule C. So for the requirements to file a tax return, that gross income is going to be line 7 of the Schedule C. I'm going to take you to the forms real quick once we get near the end of the video and show you guys a little bit more of what I'm talking about. Now income includes money earned outside the U.S. as well, like rental income or commissions from sales. If you had a rental property in the Caribbean somewhere, anywhere overseas, that's still going to be considered part of your gross income. Or if you had sales, if you were a real estate agent and you were selling properties outside the country, that's still going to go into your gross income. Now don't include Social Security benefits unless you are married filing a separate return as part of your gross income to require you to file a tax return. So only if you're filing married separate will you be required on this, okay? Now let's take you to the site real quick and I'm going to take you to the forms. Here's HarborFinancialOnline.com. This is our site. We offer all kinds of free information on tax, and you can prepare the return directly online. Here's a link to do a quick estimate of your refund, completely free. And we have links to all the different credits and deductions that are out there. Again, that's harborfinancialonline.com. Now, if you're new to filing a tax return and because you've met these requirements this year, you're either going to file the long form 1040, which most people file this form because you'll get all the credits and deductions on this form if you qualify for them. Here's a 1040EZ, just a shortened version of the 1040. And if you had a small business and now you're required to file a tax return, this will get attached to your 1040. This is a Schedule C. And I have more videos on all these forms and the Schedule C and small business. And at our site we have pages devoted just to these areas if you had a small business and some of the requirements for reporting on a small business. So a lot of good free information as well as being able to prepare your tax return. I appreciate you watching the video. Like I said, we have lots more videos on tax. Check them out through YouTube. We're constantly putting up new videos and updating our website with all the new tax laws and changes. You can prepare the return electronically, e-file. So it's a great site and software that we have. So thank you, and hopefully you'll check out some of my future videos.